First off, I want to give a lot of credit to Creighton. Man, that was a heck of a game. Creighton really tests you in a lot of different ways, man. Number one, they're really, really well coached. Offensively, they are a juggernaut. With the pace that they play at, the amount of shooters that they have on the floor, they're hard to guard. They're really, really hard to guard. One of the harder teams in the entire country. And I thought, going into the game, we had to really be able to control the tempo of the game. Had to be advantage Xavier, which I thought early on in the game it was advantage Creighton. Our guys looked a little bit gassed, but we were playing up and down fast, and they push it fast off misses and makes. And we're playing several of these guys a lot of minutes, so we got to be able to control the tempo, which I thought as the game wore on, we did. And then I thought, secondly, we had to be able to control the paint area, and I thought obviously Zach Hankins had a tremendous night for us. Our guards did a great job of getting him the ball, whether it was off drives, off pick and roll actions. Really proud of our group. Obviously, we're excited to play against a really, really good Villanova team tomorrow in the Big East semifinals.
Over on the right, Matt.
Travis, on your right over here. Can you speak to that final sequence there? Obviously, a little bit chaotic. Kyle makes a great play. Something of a broken frenzy there, but to your team's poise and how it was able to execute defensively. And Creighton was clearly trying to get either a good shot or a foul. Neither of those happened.
Yeah, I thought even, and not even in the last play, I thought, they were doing it. Number one, Creighton was doing a great job defending us, and we went through a drought there in the second half. I thought our defense was still consistent for the most part. We were there on the catch. And like I said, they spread you out all over the place, all over the court with shooters, and they run these great actions that make it really, really difficult. And I give our guys a lot of credit for staying locked in, making multiple efforts. And it's like I told our guys, our execution of our system may not be perfect, but our effort has to be. You got to be willing to make multiple efforts against Creighton because they always put you in that situation where they're going one more, just one more pass, let's say, to the open guy. And I thought our guys did a great job playing hard, trying to contest as many shots as they could.
Moving along on the front, Isaiah.
I'm Isaiah Rose for I95 Sports Network. I have a two-part question. Coach, you guys were able to control Tyshaun in the second half. In the early part of the game, he scored 13 points, but in the latter parts, you were able to prevent him from scoring. How were you able to do that? And Zach, how was it on the interior? Coach spoke about your presence on the inside. How was it going up against Crample throughout the game?
I'll answer the first question. Then Zach, I'll let you answer that second one. I thought, number one, Tyshaun Alexander is a very talented player. The improvements that he's made, honestly, going from his freshman and sophomore years are incredible. He's a great player. Naji, I think Naji's been one of the better defenders in our league, in my opinion, during the Big East season. To me, he's been the best defender in our league, and he's long, he's athletic. He makes life really, really tough on guys, and I thought he did a great job as the half kind of wore on in the first half, because you're right, he got off to a blistering start, and give him credit, but I thought we tried to make him earn most of his shots. He hit a big one there towards the end of the game on the pull-up to tie the game. You can't pitch a shutout with him with such a talented guard, but I thought Naji was a big reason for that.
In front, Shannon.
Sorry, two-part question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Krempel is a great player. He's a great post player, but he's kind of a different animal to tackle because he's kind of expanded his game in the second half of the season to be able to shoot more threes and then also drive off the ball. So it's definitely a little bit more challenging for me being able to play on the perimeter a little bit outside of my zone. But I was able to. I've been a shot blocker for a long time. That's one of my claims. So it just kind of worked out for me there, and I was happy to do that.
Kyle, on their last possession, they seemed pretty flummoxed and not sure what they wanted to do. Can you walk us through your block that sealed the game?
I know they were coming down. They were trying to run the set. The initial part, I think we defended pretty well. Then at the end, it was just a scramble. And I saw the clock counting down on the other end, and I saw him try to make one more to Tyshaun, and he was wide open. And I knew it just had to put it all on the line to try to seal the game. Pretty much what happened.
Over here on the right.
Can I ask a question real quick? Kyle, was that your first block ever?
No.
First block of the season?
No.
Oh.
Two questions for me. First for Travis. Early in the game, it seemed like obviously when you play Creighton, pace is so important against them. Seemingly they were getting their way early, went up 22-13, then you guys tried to slow the game down. How are you able to do that? And then for Naji, how are you feeling health-wise?
So I'll answer the first part. Like you said, Creighton, the game was a track meet at the beginning of the game. And we just had to wind our guys back in. I think, obviously, playing at Madison Square Garden, first time this year, because when we played at St. John's was at Carnesecca. I think our guys were excited to play. And it's like I told our guys, we can't play pig with Creighton. Can't play horse with Creighton. Like we gotta slow it down. We gotta make it muddy, and we gotta make it ugly. That'll give us a chance. And I thought our guys, Naji, Kyle, Q, Paul, our guards for the most part did a great job just kind of playing at our pace, slowing down, walking the ball up, and taking our time.
I feel good, no pain. I'm just trying to ease my way back into the game after missing like 3 or 4 days. So.
Right at him in front.
Travis, I think it was like maybe the first 13 minutes of the second half, Zach didn't even take a shot. Did there come a point where it was like, we got to get him back involved any way that we can?
Yeah, Creighton, they're going to post trap every single time the ball goes inside, when the ball goes in from the wings, and they do a great job of it. They're really aggressive. They create a lot of turnovers off of that. And so, Zach had to get the ball different ways. I thought our ball started to find him a lot more in ball screen situations, whether it was throwing it back quickly and then making quick decisions, hitting him on a roll or a drop pass or whatever it was. I know Naji tried to throw him a lob on the one turn. It would have been a heck of a highlight play if he'd have made it. Wish he wouldn't have thrown that one. But I think our guys were looking for him a lot more. And I thought we did a good job of attacking the paint with our guards. And Zach, to me, is one of the best finishers in the entire country around the rim with his size and length and athleticism.
Okay, in the center.
Zach, when you played Creighton twice this season, they held you to 6 and 10 points respectively. Today, you dominated with 22. Was it just a matter of a revamped effort, or what was on the floor allowing you to take over?
I'll just really take what's given to me. I don't create a lot for myself, and that's why I give so much credit to these guys that, they find me. They were able to get inside the paint and then draw my defender up and just give it to me. I can finish that. So I give a lot of credit to my teammates being able to find me there, get Creighton in rotation, and I just take what the game gives me.
Over here on the left, Jason.
Coach, you talked about some of the matchup issues that Creighton creates. Now that you play Villanova tomorrow, you have any thoughts on playing them?
Yeah, obviously, it's been a while since we played them, but they're really obviously a great team and another well-coached team. Phil Booth and Eric Pascal, tremendous players, both first-team all-conference guys. They're going to play small. A lot of times they'll play, Pascal even at the 5, Jermaine Samuels at the 5. And I haven't seen them play recently because you're always kind of consumed with, the game that you have that's upon you. But we're going to be who we are. I thought we did a really good job at Cintas Center of guarding them, giving them different looks. I thought Zach impacted the game with his length. Naji played terrific. All these guys did. And we just got to play as hard as we possibly can, leave it all out there, no regrets mentality, and be the attacking team.
In the center, John.
Travis, you guys finished, I think, with 9 turnovers. What was the message to your guards, particularly navigating those ball screens? Because as you alluded to, Zach, you guys found Zach.
Yeah, number one, Creighton's become a much better defensive team throughout the Big East season, and a big part of it is what you're talking about is the ball screen defense. Crumple is an incredible defender. He moves his feet like a guard. He reaches constantly in ball screens. They create a lot of turnovers out of ball screens, and we worked really hard on that over the last few days of our ball screen offensive game plan going against them, and I give all the credit to our guards. Our guards did a great job of playing with poise, being strong with the ball, getting the ball to where we wanted to get it, and obviously Zach was a beneficiary of that with several dunks and finishes around the rim.
Last question, Shannon.
For any of you guys, you had some tough times this season, the 6-game skid, and a lot of people doubted you, and here you are winning your first game of this tournament. Do you think today was a statement win for you guys, the way you played and showed people you're not who you were before?
I think the losing streak this season for us was just a great learning experience. We just take each and every game as it comes. I don't necessarily want to say that we surprise ourselves or anyone else. We know how good we can be and how good we are in practice each and every day. We just looking forward to the Villanova game tomorrow and just want to keep on this run that we've been playing well with.
Xavier, thank you.
Thank you.